All right, welcome back to the Story Bakery cooking channel. Today, we are going to be making pizza. All right, it's from scratch. So we are going to be making our pizza dough by combining water, bread flour, olive oil, a little bit of sugar, a teaspoon of sugar, a couple teaspoons of instant yeast, dried instant yeast, and then some salt. And that's basically all you need. It's gonna have to proof, so we'll watch that proofing process as well. And then we're gonna make our own sauce too. So using basil, onion, garlic, tomatoes. All right, that's it. That's all you need in a really delicious sauce. And then finally, toppings. You always got lots of mozzarella. You got pepperonis, mushrooms. Right? We'll let the kids pick what they want to put on their pizzas. It'll be really delicious. We let our kids pick every day of the week what we're gonna have for dinner that week. So tonight is my oldest son, Nui. He got to choose pizza for us. So I was like, all right, we're gonna make it from scratch. We're gonna do it with the help of our Thermomix. All right, I love this thing. It's pretty pricey, but it's like having a sous chef in your kitchen. It has all the recipes loaded in it. It makes it really simple to cook with. So I'll show you guys kind of how that works as we go through this recipe. But it's going to be really cool, and I'm glad you're here. So awesome. So this is the Thermomix. It actually is telling me exactly how much water to put in, what the next step is. So we start with a cup of water, add a teaspoon of sugar, and then add 2 teaspoons of dried instant yeast. And then the water should be room temperature, a little bit warmer. It kind of activates the yeast, okay? Spin it around, give it a good mix. That's what this is. It's also a food processor and blender. All right, does everything. Then I added 3 1/4 cup of flour, and then which was 14 ounces, and then a tablespoon or so of oil, and some salt, a teaspoon of salt. And as you see, this actually kneads the dough for me. Now, while it's kneading the dough, you gotta go all fancy here and make sure you got your bowl oiled up so that your dough doesn't dry out as it rests. All right, so then see the kneaded dough. So you can do all this stuff by hand as well. It just takes a lot more effort. This makes it super simple. Form the dough into a ball. A nice smooth ball here, and then all we're gonna do is let it rest. And here's the cool thing: it takes about an hour, so to grow, double its size. So once you have it formed into a ball, wrap it with plastic wrap in the bowl. That will help make sure that the dough doesn't dry out as it rises. And here comes the magic of time lapse. Okay, so this is the hour, and you can see that thing is growing and growing and growing and growing to about twice its size. Also during this time, make sure you're preheating the oven, okay? While that's happening, okay, what I'm doing is I'm creating the sauce for the pizza. And I use this sauce for spaghetti. I use it for pizza sauce. It's super simple to make from scratch, and it's absolutely delicious. All right, so you start off with half an onion. All right, chop that up. Now, I could have used the Thermomix. It would have done everything for me. I Hulk smash some garlic to get it started with the peeling process, and then you just give it a little chopping here, and then you throw it in there. Now that those 2 things are chopped up, get a can of tomato sauce out, crushed tomatoes, 28 ounces, put some olive oil in there. You're going to saute the onions and garlic for about 5 minutes on medium high till they're very, very fragrant. Onions start getting translucent. Then you want to add the tomatoes in as well as fresh chopped basil. All right. And then you're going to just let it simmer for about 10-15 minutes. Now, the cool thing about the Thermomix is it's going to stir it the whole time, so I don't have to keep coming back, and it frees up my hands so that I'm able to go out and work on other things, which is amazing. All right, so now while that's doing this sauce, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually start getting all my pizza toppings ready. Okay, so I'm gonna make this more of an adult pizza for Susanna and myself, my wife and myself. Got a bell pepper, cut off the sides, sliced it into thin strips, grabbed a zucchini, cut off the tips, sliced it down lengthwise, sliced those into lengthwise again, so I have fourths basically, and then just cut them into little thin pieces of zucchini here as well. And then on top of that, went and grabbed some tomatoes. Now, I like big chunks of tomatoes on my pizza. I think they really cook up delicious in the oven, especially. Get kind of sweetness to them. And so cut those into quarters and then slice up those quarters in about 1/2-inch chunks is what I like to do. Went fancy. My wife's a hard working woman, so wanted to make sure a spoiler. Grabbed some Syrah soaked Toscano cheese here, shredded it up for her. All right, and then it's time to start making that topping. So what I like to do with my pizza topping is pre-cook it a little bit. So I grab the pan here, heat up some olive oil, and with that olive oil, I'm gonna now heat up some mushrooms, bell peppers, and zucchini. I'm going to fry them up with a little bit of salt here too, saute them, and get them going so that they taste delicious. And, you know, it's going to be absolutely incredible. The smells are amazing in the kitchen right now. My wife came out of the room and was like, oh my gosh, it smells like I'm in an Italian restaurant. I'm in a pizzeria. And I was like, no, mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball. All right, so my son, the oldest son, when he got his first shot, he as soon as the nurse put the needle in him, he goes, "Mamma mia!" So we always still say that. It's pretty funny. So we're just gonna watch this saute up till the veggies get nice and soft, get a little bit golden brown to them. You know, it takes about 10 minutes or so for those onion or those bell peppers and mushrooms to cook. And boom, now they're cooked, right? So as you guys see, they got a nice sizzle going on, and they're also ready to go. We're just going to add a little bit of balsamic vinegar, just a couple of dots here, a couple of dashes, and that will just kind of bring out that brightness to the veggies, which will make them incredible. All right, so now it's time to roll out the pizza dough. So flour your board here. My daughter wanted to help. She said, let me punch the dough. I said, no, but you can cut it and you can help me roll it out. All right, so flour your surface. Grab your dough ball that's risen now, and then you're going to cut it in half. We're going to make 2 pizza doughs out of this. All right, so once she slices that right in half here, get a little effort, a little chop. Then we're going to form it into bowls by kind of taking those rough edges and just tucking them underneath so you got a nice smooth surface on top. Definitely not how my daughter did it. All right, so next here, once we got that, place it down here, and then we're going to just start rolling. Baby Joe's going to come in, jump, enjoy, love what he's doing back there. You know, the joy of being a baby. And then have all your toppings and sauces ready to go here as well. So, you know, it takes a lot of pressure. You kind of want to make sure it rolls out to about the size of your pizza pan. All right, once you do have it rolled out, place it on your pizza pan, put a scoop of the sauce on, spread it around. I use like a soup spoon, it helps. Next, cheese, pepperoni, top it with whatever you want. We got the adult pizza, we got the kid pizza, and then those pizzas are gonna go in the oven. 425 preheated. If you have a pizza stone, preheat it. The other pizza pan I have has got little holes in the bottom. I love that pan. You don't have to preheat it. The air is able to circulate to the bottom crust. It always comes out super crispy. While those are baking, clean up. All right. I save my old sauce jars with their lids, and then I rejar my sauces after I make them. Now I have this for spaghetti or pizza anytime I'm ready to cook it. It's been about 12 to 15 minutes now. It's time to take them out of the oven, and OMG, these look amazing. The kids are like, Dad, I smell pizza. Is it time to eat yet? And I'm like, yeah, let's get it going. All right. All right, guys. So welcome back again. So this is how you make delicious pizza at home, right? So it is a little bit of work. I'll give you that. But I'll tell you what, man, I couldn't have got this pizza anywhere around my house. That's for sure. So it's absolutely smells amazing. Smells like a pizzeria in our kitchen right now. On this one, as you guys know, we got the saprato sausage. We got pepperonis. On my half, I have the goat cheese, mushrooms, bell peppers, zucchinis, tomatoes, that homemade sauce, right? Homemade dough. My wife's just got the that srirachis as well as the mozzarella, and of course the kids' classic pepperoni and cheese, right? So let's give her a little taste. Oh, crunchy, perfect. It's got a nice little crunch to it. That's amazing. All right, so I'm just gonna cut off a couple of little pieces here. Just give myself a little taste. And, ooh, it's hot. Some like it hot. All right, so here's the last of it, guys. Pizza's delicious. All right, there's one thing everybody knows, that pizza is amazing. So, like always, try it, love it, like it, subscribe it, right? But love what you eat. Make it with love, make it with passion, and you'll have a good time.